Today on the mat, I'd really like you to practice that there is no off switch, that we are always choosing, here it is, so if you tuned out, tune back in. We are always choosing connection over disconnection and expansion over contraction. Namaste and welcome to your class of the week. If I could sum up the entire class in just a phrase, it would be there's no off switch. There's a few different elements that we're going to explore as it relates to this idea that there's really no off switch in life. And the first one has to do with your practice of yoga. In the beginning, we find yoga and we come to the mat and it becomes this hour of the day that we prioritize and practice certain things like connecting to ourselves, breathing with awareness, moving with intention, self-discipline and commitment, and trial and error, self-companioning with compassion. So all of these things we practice on the mat, but there comes this tipping point when we've been practicing yoga for a certain amount of time. It's always different for each person. Yoga is not a physical practice any longer, and we realize that there's really no off switch, that yoga is a set of foundational principles that we live our life upon, that we can build our life upon, a life worth living and a life that we love to live. We begin to clearly see that it's not about doing yoga, but it's about living our yoga off the mat in every moment of our life, and that every moment of our life becomes an opportunity to practice these universal principles. And so all those things that we love about the practice, we begin to cultivate and embrace and express those things off the mat, and our entire life becomes this celebration of yoga. The other element that I wanted to touch upon today as it relates to there's no off switch has to do with Dharma. And so very loosely, we can define Dharma as your purpose in life. It is your cosmic puzzle piece that you are here to live into, to fully explore and fully express while you're in your life, while you're on earth. I think oftentimes that we can view purpose and Dharma as a specific job or a specific task or specific role that we have in our life, like wife or mother or father or brother, sister, whatever it may be. And I would encourage you to start to shift your perspective around Dharma in this way, that there's no off switch with your Dharma, that your Dharma is something that you can live into as a mother, as a wife, as a business owner, as a person of the community, whatever it may be, that Dharma is universal, just like yoga. And we talked about those universal principles, that just like we shifted our mindset to view yoga as a way of living and being, so too do we shift our mindset around our purpose, that we can in any and every moment be living into our Dharma. So quickly, for example, if part of my Dharma was to inspire, so on the mat, that could be teaching, but what does that mean? That when I'm not teaching yoga, I'm not inspiring people? I could be having a disagreement with my beloved, and in that moment, choose to uphold and live into my Dharma by embodying someone that could inspire another to live their best. That through my beingness, through my compassion and my understanding and my willing to listen, through who I am, embodying and upholding my Dharma, that I could potentially inspire my husband to live his best and to be his best self in that sort of disagreement. Today on the mat, I'd really like you to practice that there is no off switch, that we are always choosing. Here it is. So if you tuned out, tune back in. We are always choosing connection over disconnection and expansion over contraction. So there's no off switch when it comes to this, and you'll see that today as we first move in to connect to ourself. So there's this movement in to connect, and then within that connection, there is an expansion and expression. So if you have a block, I would encourage you to have it handy. And when you are ready, I will meet you in the center of your mat. If you'd like to follow along with the playlist, you will find that linked just below this video. Click that link, it'll take you to Spotify. All right, let's press play in 3, 2, and 1. Okay, we're actually gonna start standing. So either separate your feet, outer hips width distance, or you can bring your big toes to touch, sliver of an inch between the heels, and then open up your arms by your sides. Bring your palms slightly in front of your shoulders, so take your shoulders back. And then just start to shift your weight side to side, forward and back, and find that place that you kind of click into what feels most supportive and natural, organic. And then tailbone down slightly, low belly tone. Close your eyes and take a really deep breath in. Open mouth, exhale. Give your head a little roll side to side, forward and back. Yeah, one shoulder up and then the other, maybe shoulder rolls at the same time. And just let your hips sway side to side. Then bring your hands to your heart. Drop from your pelvis into your heels and lift up circumferentially through your waistline, through the cylinder of your torso, all the way up into the, through the neck, all the way up into the roof of the mouth. And take a deep breath in. Full breath out. Just as we feel reborn, connected, integrated, and optimistic when we finish our practice, when we realize there's no off switch to our yoga, we can live like this in every moment of our day. So make sure the switch is on. Take a deep breath in, full breath out. Prioritize in every moment connection over disconnection and expansion over contraction. Here we go. Release your hands to your sides. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana. Look up, reach up. Exhale, chair plane. Sit nice and low. Sweep your arms back. Inhale, stand up. Chair plane as you breathe out. Sweep back. One more time. Inhale, reach up. Sweep back. Inhale, stay in your chair, interlace your hands in front of you, and pull with your right hand to stretch from the left hip to the left armpit. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, chair plane. If you like, you can take power pose. I have a little chest surgery done. I had one, so I'm not gonna go too crazy. So you can just stay in chair plane. All right, inhale, reach to the left. Pull with your left hand to stretch from your right hip to the right wrist. Take a deep breath, really clip the right hip back. Notice that difference. Yes, take one more breath. Chair plane or power pose, which is hands interlaced behind your back. And then we stand all the way up. Work your feet wide. Make sure that the toes do not turn out, but the feet can be wide to support you. Hands to your hips and just lift through the chest. So make sure you're standing firmly into the legs. Hug your shins towards one another like a way of embracing the universal principles of yoga and your Dharma in every moment. And with that, open up. Take one more breath. Smooth breath all the way out. Like you can live into this. Like you don't have to just be here for a second and then out. Yes. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, fold Uttanasana. Take it easy, bend your knees. Hands to the mat and take a deep breath. So that's really a key point, okay? that oftentimes we go too extreme, it's too extravagant, like we cannot maintain the expression in every moment of our day. That's when we know it's not authentic. But living our yoga and living our Dharma is something that we can maintain all the time. It's a realistic goal. Take a deep breath in, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale and fold Uttanasana. Like self-compassion, commitment, present moment awareness, sensitivity, all of these things are things that we can uphold in a moment. All right, one more time. Ardha Uttanasana. So practice it here. Exhale, plant your palms, step back, high plank, top of a push-up. I'm just taking some modified versions. As I said, I have an injury. Claw your finger pads into the mat. Look up. Take a deep breath in. And lower all the way to your belly as you breathe out. Tops of the feet onto the mat. Lift your right leg up. Hug your right shin to the midline. Take your upper inner right thigh to the sky and stretch from the center of the femur bone of the right leg all the way back into the big toe, and place your big toe straight back and down. Notice that difference. It's freeing your low back. It's creating space through a commitment of the principles, yeah? All right, and then inhale, left leg up. Shin hugs to the midline. What that does is it tones your upper inner thigh. Now, take your upper inner left thigh to the sky, and from up, really high up into the left hip where the femur bone sits into the acetabulum. Start to stretch the left leg all the way back, big toes straight back behind you. So the big toes are straight back. Notice if the toes have turned in, that would mean the feet are sickled and the heels and ankles are bowing out. Keep the feet straight back, and now take your tailbone down slightly into that space and the low belly tone. Like, damn, this should feel good when we really hold to the principles. Shins in, shins in, shins in, and make space. We're choosing expansion over contraction. Now hands to your sides, and then we come up into a cobra. So like I said, I have a little injury, so you do you. Cobra, I would encourage you. I'm going to take Sphinx pose here. But just breathe and get really long from your hip into your armpit, chest, all the way up into your palate. Connection over disconnection, expansion over contraction in every moment. Take one more step. Come all the way down to the mat. Really good. Hands underneath your shoulders, and then press up into a high plank. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Claw your finger pads into the earth. Nice. Hug your hands towards one another. Like you're connecting. So think feet in, hands in, shins in, forearms in, and then shoulders, broaden your wings behind your heart and broaden your hips. Yeah. And then scoop your tailbone slightly. You feel your low belly tone, and take a deep breath in and stretch like crazy in all directions. Take a deep breath in. Full breath out. All right, look up. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, jump step or hop, top of the mat. Nice and easy. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, rise all the way up, Urdhva Hastasana. Hands to your heart as you breathe out, Samastitihi. All right. And just make it like a shortcut, something automatic that you can just plug in, right? Connect in a second to who you really are, so you can come back to the truth of you and to your Dharma in every moment. Here we are. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, chair plane, sit nice and low. Inhale, reach your arms to the left this time. It's only one breath. Chair plane. Inhale to the right. Chair plane. Inhale, stand. Start to open up through the chest, legs strong. Think shins in, heart lifted, sternum to sky. Beautiful, and fold. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, high plank, chaturanga. Work your cobra here. So work the legs like you just did. Shins in, inner thighs back. Lift your chest, take a deep breath. Exhale, downward facing dog. Okay, really good. So listen up. Bring your right hand to the center of the mat. Left hand to your right shin. If this is too much, you can come here so the knees are down, okay? And then left hand to the right leg. And start to twist underneath your right armpit. So hug the shin in, clip your right hip back, and curl underneath the armpit. Nice. I'm just gonna take a modified version here for 3. Right belly left, left chest right. Lengthen through the spine for 2. All right, and 1, slowly release. Just give yourself a little roll. And we go other side. Left hand down, right hand to the left shin. So shin in, left belly right, right chest left. Feel that. And take your inner and outer left shoulder on your back. Hips to the sky, heart heavy into the bones of the left arm into the hand. 3, 2. All right, roll forward, forearm plank, pedal, knees. So you could say like this isn't yoga, but what is washing dishes yoga? Is driving your car yoga? Folding laundry? Everything could be living your yoga and upholding your Dharma. Find it. Plug in. Don't shut down or shut off. For 3, you've got it. Stay with me. 2. Nice. Press up and back. Puppy pose. Puppy pose. Tent your fingertips onto the earth. Hollow out the armpits. Just give yourself a break there. All right, we go dog pose, dog pose. Feet together at the back of the mat. Inhale, right leg high, bend the knee, stack the hip. Knee circles or whole leg circles. Beautiful. Inhale, kick your right leg high. Exhale, right knee to the left elbow. I'm just modifying with my knee down. So notice how you want to drop the hip all the way down, okay? Instead, take left belly to the right and try to bring your right knee to the left, and you'll feel it really engage your core. Inhale, 3-legged dog. Kick the leg high behind you. Exhale, send the foot all the way across and go under lunge. Inner and outer shoulder onto your back. Start to curl open, full circle with the arm. Take one more sip. Left hand down. Inhale, 3-legged dog. Kick your right leg high. Exhale, send the foot through, low lunge. And then you can go pulse, pulse, hike, hike. Okay, knee to the mat, drag the knee forward so you're on top of the knee, not the kneecap. And then start to rise up, Anjaneyasana. Hug your back shin towards the midline and take your upper inner left thigh towards the sky behind you and widen your left hip to the left. Scoop your outer right hip in and notice how that frees you to lift out of the low belly on the right side. And with that, maybe you can curl a little bit further back. For 3, 2, press the top of the mouth back so that there's still a curve in the neck. Last one. Inhale, come to center, lift up through the cylinder of the torso, but push into the legs so you're stable on your path. Beautiful. Exhale, hands to the mat. Rock back, half splits. Flex your foot, put a little micro bend in the knee and drag the heel down and back. Pull belly, rib, spine forward, long through the crown of the head. Enjoy a few deep breaths here. Connecting. Part of this path is about being curious, right? Like acknowledging I don't have all the effing answers. And so we're just curious. What happens if I move my foot a little bit this way? What's coming up inside of me? Curious, open-hearted, listening. Carry that with you in every moment of your day. Take one more sip. Exhale, come forward for twisted monkey. Toe heel the right foot to the outer side of the right side of the mat. Left hand can stay down, right hand to the right thigh, and start to twist. Notice that this wants to happen. Your whole left thigh bone wants to pop forward. Keep it lifted. And then peel your right fingertips up, and then right hand to the left foot. All right, so bring the heel to the glute. Widen your left shoulder, your left elbow out to the left, right elbow out to the right, and take your shoulders back. This is about shoulders back, right? And then start to press your head back. If you'd like, you can come down to your left forearm and breathe. And again, that curiosity. Where can I choose connection over disconnection, expansion over contraction? And when do I just want to flip the switch off? Can I keep it on? One more breath. Inhale, peel your right fingertips open, stretch wide, and we go skandasana. So right leg long, widen your left knee to the left. And so you may notice that things in your life really kind of brainwash you into giving you reasons why you should turn the switch off. Like you justify, like here, she's an asshole, or honestly, like I've been dealing with like an injury, right? Or you just had surgery of type, and you think, oh, that gives me permission to check out, to tune out, to disconnect. But does it? But does it? Ask yourself that. All right, I hope you were in skandasana breathing. I kind of got long-winded there. Take a deep breath in. Okay. Full breath out. Look up, take a deep breath in. We push forward, low lunge, easy twist. Peel your right fingertips open to the sky, left hand down. Again, the left thigh wants to pop forward. Take your right belly to the left chest to the right. And that'll help even out the hips. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, fall in. Roll to the pinky toe sides of both feet. Shoulders back. Try to lift your hip now and reach. Take a deep breath in, right bicep by the ear, reach the fingertips forward. Exhale, fall in, go deep into the stretch. One more time, inhale, reach up. Fall in. Now all the way inhale, reach, reach, reach. It's called reaching runner's lunge. So you're in like a runner's lunge, right fingertips forward, left elbow out wide, and think about lowering your head, your heart, and your back thigh to the mat all at the same rate. Ooh! Take a deep breath in, full breath out. One more. Smooth breath, connect. Look forward, walk your hands in, step up, malasana. All right, hug your shins into the midline, or like, it's like forward in front of you, but in that direction, so that you can take your upper inner thighs back. Yeah. So bring your hands to your outer shins and push them in. And now take a deep breath in. And as you pivot your feet forward, keep pressing your shins in and see if you can widen your thighs apart. And notice how then your torso can get a little bit longer, crown of the head to the mat. There you are. One breath. Full breath out. Amazing. Inhale, right knee up, one-legged Tadasana. Figure 4 as you breathe out, cross the ankle over the thigh, sit low, sit back. Just breathe. Come into, first you gotta connect, and then you can come into your gift, your Dharma, your purpose. Because it's one. They're one and the same thing. The truth of who you are and your Dharma, they're inextricably linked. That's it. Take one more breath. Inhale, one-legged Tadasana. Exhale, chair plane. Inhale, one-legged. And now we go figure 4. Okay. So take a deep breath in. Ooh. So you're gonna start to twist, okay? So you can go left hand to the outside of the left foot, the wrist, the forearm, the elbow, whatever you'd like. Hands can stay in prayer. Take your right belly to the left chest to the right, and pull your torso forward. Yeah, shoulders back, especially inner shoulder back, so the neck is free. 3. Last 2. Inhale, one-legged Tadasana, Dakasana. Yeah. Take a deep breath in. Land it as you breathe out. Inhale, rise all the way up. Star to horse. Give yourself a little shimmy shimmy side to side. Hands to your heart or goddess. Close your eyes. Hug your shins forward, right? To take your inner thighs back and sit lower. And notice how you want to give yourself a reason to flip the switch off. Connection over disconnection, expansion over contraction. 3. Last 2. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, pivot the feet, parallel fold. Right hand to the left shin, twist. Widen through the elbows. Notice how you're gonna wanna lean to the left. Take the left belly to the right and lean to the right. Yeah. 3. Crown of the head long, hips up. 2. There you go. Soften into that last breath. Amazing. Inhale, lengthen. Little baby lunge to the back. It's just a little pivot to come forward. Nice. Inhale, kick your right leg high. Exhale, bend the knee, stack the hips, step over. Inhale, wild thing. Nice. Exhale, lower. We come around, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in. Full breath out. All right, but feet together at the back of your mat. I'm just modifying, you're in downward facing dog. Inhale, kick your left leg high. Exhale, bend the knee, stack the hips, sure, air things out a bit here. Yep. All right, kick the leg high, take a deep breath in. Left knee to the right elbow. But keep the head up. Notice how you want to dip that whole hip. Instead, right belly left, left chest to the right. Notice how you actually have to do the work. Wow, imagine that. Like you actually have to choose to connect. You actually have to choose to live your yoga. You actually have to choose the Dharma over the drama. That's going to be my next class. Dharma over drama. Okay, kick the left leg high. Exhale, send the foot through, low lunge. Pull, sorry. Left foot across to the right, under lunge. There you go. I got caught up. Full circle with the arm. Inhale, left leg high. And now exhale, left foot through. Pulse. High kite. Anjaneyasana when you're ready. Pull the back knee up. So you're on top of the knee, not the kneecap. Back toes under. If you've been around this earth a while, you might need to pad that knee. All right, look up. All right. Hug the back shin in and widen the right hip to the right, left hip in. And then you rise up out of the hip crease of the left side. Look up, if you can. Maybe with my left arm. Take a deep breath in. Maybe start to curl back. Low belly up. Think more space when you back bend. More space when you back bend. So think chest expansion, not back breaker. There it is. Take one more breath. Exhale, hands to the mat. Rock back, half splits. So little micro bend in the left knee. Drag the heel down and back. Pull belly, rib, spine forward. And fold. Hug the hamstrings to the bone. Connection over disconnection. So we're not just like disconnected, checking out here. Very alert, very aware. One more breath. We come forward, right hand down, peel the left fingertips open for twisted monkey. Left hand to the right foot, bring the heel to the hip. Start to twist open. You can come down to the forearm. Take any type of modification you need here. Right? Like if you're dealing with some sort of an injury, like I am, this is not an excuse to check the F out, right? In fact, in those moments, you will notice such a difference if you keep the switch on. If you keep living your Dharma, choosing your yoga. One more breath. Inhale, peel your left fingertips open, and then we go Skandasana. Widen through the right leg, so you hug outer knee to outer hip, stretch inner thigh to inner knee, and kick your left leg forward. Three. Heart melts to the earth quicker than your head, right? The head wants to go so much quicker than the heart, but we gotta monitor that. All right, look up, take a deep breath in. Exhale, push forward. Easy twist. Peel your left fingertips open. Notice how the left hip wants to lift. Hug your right shin to the midline, but then take your left belly across to the right. Inhale, fallen warrior as you breathe out. So you can come all the way down, that's cool. And then we lift. Lower. That's an exhale. Inhale, lift. One more time. Inhale, lower. And then lift all the way forward, reaching runner's lunge. So the left arm reaches forward, right elbow out. Head, heart, back thigh to the mat at the same rate. Not this, head down, right? Get really long through the spine. Tailbone down, belly strong. 3, 2. Look up, and we step up. Malasana. Oh. Okay, here we go again. Hug your shins in. And as you lift your hips to the sky, push your shins in, and against that resistance, widen your thigh bones apart from one another. When you do that, you can straighten your legs a little more and extend out of this waistline circumferentially on all sides. Your torso gets longer, crown of the head to the mat. Enjoy a breath in this expanded state. Nice. Inhale, one-legged Tadasana, left leg up, figure 4. One more breath. One-legged Tadasana, chair plane. Inhale, one-legged, figure 4. Okay, so we're gonna twist. Right hand, wrist, ankle, forearm, elbow, even the tricep to the outside of the foot. Find your place where you can stay connected. One more breath. One-legged Tadasana, Dakasana. 3. Shin in, 2. And then step all the way back. Into rise up. Horse. Give yourself a little pivot, pivot, pivot. All right, we hold and breathe. Shins forward, inner thighs back, tailbone down, low belly up. Rise up through the waistline. Notice the excuses. There's no off switch. Three, 2. Inhale, rise, pivot the feet parallel, we fold, left hand to the right shin, twist. Lean to the left, widen through the elbows. 3. Lift the hips, push into the legs, but hug your shins towards one another. 2. Yeah. Lengthen the spine, bend into your right knee just a little bit, and then come forward, low lunge. Now here we are, left leg high, bend the knee, stack the hip, step it up and over. Inhale, flipped. Wild thing-ish. Come down, chaturanga. All the way back to dog. Don't think about it, okay? Inhale, look forward, rise to the balls of the feet. Exhale, jump, step, or hop, top of the mat. Inhale, lengthen halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. Exhale, hands to your heart. Here we go. Don't flip the switch off. Keep it on. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, touch the earth, sit low. Inhale, chair. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Chaturanga, go. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, dog. Right foot forward, left foot back. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, hands to the mat, chaturanga, go. Cobra. Dog. Left foot forward, right foot back. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, hands to the mat, step back, chaturanga, flow. If you have to skip that, stay in dog, that's cool. Inhale, look forward, rise to the balls of the feet. Exhale, jump, step, or hop, top of the mat. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. Exhale, hands to your heart. Here we go. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, tasir or sit low. Inhale, chair. Exhale, fold. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, chaturanga, go. Or stay in dog. Cycle through, all the way back. Here we go. Right foot forward, left foot flat. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, humble, all the way forward and down. Beautiful. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, right hand down, left foot pivots flat and slides back, extended side angle. Really good. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, pivot to the mat, step back, chaturanga, go. All the way back to dog. Left foot up, right foot flat. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, humble. Tie your fingertips together behind your back if you can. Left hand down, slide your right foot back so the front heel bisects the arch of the back foot. And then Parsvakonasana, reach your right hand overhead. Take a deep breath in. Think shins towards one another or right shin down, left shin forward. Clip the outer hips in, widen your right thigh bone to the sky so the left hip can come under. Take one more breath, hand to the mat, chaturanga, go. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, dog. Last time, inhale, look forward. Exhale, jump, step, or hop, top of the mat. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. Exhale, hands to your heart. Here we go. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, touch the earth. Inhale, Utkatasana. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, Chaturanga. Inhale, Cobra. Exhale, Dog. Step your right foot forward. Inhale, Warrior One. Exhale, listen up. A humble warrior. That's cool. We could do it like this. Inhale, now listen. Lengthen your spine. Look forward, hands to the mat. Bring your left hand to the top left corner of the mat, right hand to the right hip. Ready? Inhale, lift your left thigh to the sky. Outer right hip back. Hug your left shin in. Pull belly, rib, spine forward. And then peel your right fingertips up to the sky. Maybe even left fingertips hover. Woo! 3, 2. Chamber the left knee behind the right. Reach for the foot, bilateral fold. Take a deep breath in. Really good. Now release the leg behind you. Just like you came in, you're gonna chamber the knee behind and then jump back, chaturanga. Right now, I just have to kind of modify, but you know what I'm saying. All right, downward facing dog right away. Left foot forward, right foot flat. Inhale, rise up. But there's never an excuse for you to unplug, right? Exhale, humble. Okay, hands down to the mat, right hand to the top right corner of the mat, and then lunge forward. and lift. I'm just changing the music. So you're in a, yep, left foot up or right foot up. That would have been a little crazy. Right hand down or to a block. Left hand to the left hip. Hug your shins towards the midline. You're gonna get stable. Then lengthen, think more space through the torso, not collapsing, right? So we really gotta widen the right hip to the right to clip the left hip in, and then left fingertips to the sky. 3, 2, chamber the knee, bilateral fold. Yeah. Take one more breath. And then chamber the knee and jump back, chaturanga, if you can. All right, take a deep breath in. Jump through low lunge or jump through to seated. Okay. So left forearm, or whoa, let's get the body parts back in order. Left shin parallel to the top of the mat, right shin on top. This is Agni Stambhasana. Okay, so you're here. Pull the left glute out from underneath you. Make sure your feet are very flexed. So you can stay here or twist. Right elbow to the outside of the left foot. Close your eyes. I know for me, I was just feeling like, okay, I've had enough. This is kind of much, too much. I was thinking, oh, maybe I should just take a different pose. But then there was a moment that I had to get honest with myself and realize, am I just choosing to unplug? Am I just choosing to half-ass it? Am I choosing the easy way out rather than really being here, present, aware, breathing, curious, and in the depths of the sensation? Make your right hip heavier. There you go. Take one more breath. Whew. Then shake it out, switch sides. Make sure your feet are very active, and you can stay just as you are. You can fold to the center, or you can start to twist. Connection over disconnection. Expansion over contraction. One more breath. All right. Windshield wiper the legs a little side to side. One final pose here. You're going to come up onto your knees. Tuck your toes under, hug your shins in. You can even bring the block here. And as you hug the shins in, take your upper inner thighs back and widen your thigh bones as you take your tailbone under. See that? Low belly tone. Hands to your hips. So stay connected through the shins, always. And see if in your back bend, there's more expansion over contraction. And I'm just gonna hang out where it's authentic for me right now, and you do you. Maybe reaching for your heels. Maybe releasing the tops of the feet onto the mat. But no matter where you are, the point is, don't check out. Don't unplug, don't disconnect. Take one more breath. As you come up, sit for a second. And just notice how good it feels to be connected to the one that is with you in every moment. To feel lonely is to deny the existence of your own company. You are right here in every moment. The truth of you, the beauty of you, the gift of you. And it all starts with the decision to connect. To realize that there is no off switch when it comes to this relationship with yourself. We're gonna sit for a few minutes. So if you'd like to reposition yourself in any way, please do so. And then on that note, we're left on. Drop in, plug in. I'll call you back when it's time. As you're ready, you can move into Shavasana for the final few minutes, or just stay right as you are. Slowly begin to deepen your breath. If you are in Shavasana, reawaken your body through some organic, simple stretches. And rise up to a tall seat. The hands draw together, Anjali Mudra. Bow your head to your heart. The truth is, there's no off switch when it comes to the relationship we have with ourselves. And when we choose connection over disconnection, expansion over contraction, when we choose to plug in and acknowledge the truth of who we are, we live a life of tremendous meaning and purpose. Dharma. We fulfill our reason for being here. Inhale your thumbs to your third eye center, and together we bow forward and say, Namaste.